Alright guys, so this is going to be another one of those off-the-cuff videos. Doesn't get a lot of editing. I'm just going to put this together and throw it out as fast as I can. However, I think there's something here a lot of people have missed. And I don't know, because I haven't seen a lot of it in the ACs I've witnessed. But clearly the people that spend a lot of time in the Decal editor are already going to know this. But if you're new to trying to Barbie up your AC, which, let's be frank, we all love to do, and you can see the no ejection, we die like real men emblem right there on the side. That part is easy, along with things like just placing racing stripes or what have you, and some of the more complicated ones to give you a 3D image. Like along the back, for example, you can just download images off of certain websites that we'll share, and you get all sorts of goofy fun stuff like vents, like these, which you can just use them to make like a 3D section of the neck. Now that's not a great example, but you kind of see what I'm getting at. Adds depth, etc. Well, there's more to this. You can slap things on there, just like that decal. You can do a good paint job. But there's something that this game just straight up doesn't tell you. It's not in the menus that I saw anywhere. So I'm going to show you that now. Since you already likely know how to place emblems, this right here is what I'm talking about. Everybody likes to dress these up, but how about you dress it up like that? Looks good, right? So, obviously I'm using a downloaded emblem for the yellow. It doesn't look great, but it gets the point across. And I'm using a blacked out square for the stabilizer engine. I forget what this actually is. But anyway, this looks more import car-esque, and I love it. So I'm going to be working on this a little bit more later on to get it to look right, but here's the gist. If no one told you about this, you wouldn't know it's there. Using the square and holding L2 to make sure that I am even on that side, I'm just going to apply this decal and do the best I can to square it up on that particular piece. Now, I can already tell you it's not going to go perfect because a lot of you have probably already tried to do this, and it just turns out, you know, splotchy, bad, etc. Well, there's an option in here when you press start. Target location, all. Main. Sub. Now, the sub hits just the little pieces you can see, the vents in this case. However, what we're looking for here is all. And there's a more fun one here, maximum distance. Yeah, that's right. You can pull this out how you want. Now, you have to apply it correctly in order for this to work. And you can also manipulate it with the adjustments down here. Now that really mangles it, so you gotta kind of really know what you're doing here. And I'll be honest, I haven't got this completely figured out yet. I know it just rotates the image, but it looks like it also distorts it. That said, we're going to be focusing on this for 0 for now, just so we can show how to make that panel. And it's honestly a lot easier than you think. So, let's go ahead and remove this edit. Get rid of the thing entirely. Alright, now let's start over. Square up is a good idea, just to get a place to start. So hold L2, do your left, right, top, down, square. Make sure you're on the right side. Then get as close to it as you can visually. It's going to be a little weird on these legs, but I mean, these are the legs everybody likes to do this with, so let's go ahead and apply our square decal. Now you're going to want to apply it somewhere weird like this, kind of far out in the back, so you can stretch it and then tilt it. The key we're going to be doing is keeping it off of the leg, because the leg is closer to you than the backside. And you don't have to worry about that front piece either. So the closer you can get it there, the better off we are. And once it's applied, of course, you don't have to worry about where your camera rotates. Now, that we've got that, we press start, or we select it again, press start, target location main, and we begin to reduce it. Now I already know it's going to be in the negative 30s because I did the other side, but this is the process regardless. Now you're going to inevitably get screw-ups like this. You're like, oh no, what did I do wrong? Well, I will show you with the data. So we already know 39 is where you want it to be. or at least it was on the other side. So we're just going to leave this where it is for now and go look at the other one. Okay. Our data is adjust position 1.80, 3.0, 2.55, x18, y266. And you'll notice, of course, this is nothing close. Also, the advanced placement is not great either. However, these are kind of in the ballpark if you look at them. So, it's not terribly off. The size is partially the problem. At least from what I can tell. I might be wrong. So let's go see what we can do. This side, just so you have an idea of what it looks like, is main negative 38. 37, 36, it just starts growing. And I just had to adjust the angle. Okay, let's go. Back to the other one. And okay, so we just need to adjust the angle, which is, I believe, the repaste option. As soon as I can remember where it is. There we go, redo paste. Might as well just redo the whole thing. The other one was 180, I think 300, and 255. Let's wait for the ballpark. Alright. Because as you'll soon find out, these don't necessarily have to be perfect, they just have to fit the area you're looking at. And since you can do that usually just with length, that's done. You do have to angle it correctly, and if you're not careful, you'll catch weird parts of the AC in the crossfire of this. Now, I wanted to show the rest of this as well. In order to make this function correctly, you'll want to layer it down. So we're going to put that layer all the way at the bottom. Boom, got our first part. Now we want to duplicate this and do the same thing, but with a subsection. And we're going to use this exact same item for the same purpose. Now for here, you'll want to just paste it about right here. I'm just going to rotate it, it's easier this way. Get the narrow end forward. And largely for the same reason. But once you've got it all selected, press reselect, press start, choose sub, boom. You don't even have to change the other values. You might have to in some cases, where it catches things in the background, and I might have missed something here, honestly, because I'm doing this late at night, and I am not awake enough to be doing this. But that's how it works. And I'm going to have to change this, but for now, save and quit. And I guess let's go get a shot of Mercury doing this, so you can see that it does follow you. Boom. Alright. So that's it, and I hope you enjoyed. Hope this was helpful, because I would not have known this exists except for misclicking a button late at night out of insomnia. Take it easy, guys.